Title: The Dark Origins of Cinderella. You never knew about prologue. Cinderella is one of the most beloved fairy tales, known for its rags to riches story and happy ending. However, the original versions of this tale are much darker and more gruesome than the sanitized, happily ever after version we know today. Let's delve into the grim origins of Cinderella and uncover the unsettling details that have been lost to time. The ancient roots. The story of Cinderella can be traced back to ancient civilizations. One of the earliest known versions comes from ancient Greece. In the story of Rhodopis, a Greek slave girl living in Egypt, her sandal is stolen by an eagle and dropped in the lap of the pharaoh. Struck by the beauty and uniqueness of the sandal, the pharaoh searches for and eventually marries the girl to whom it belongs. While this version has a relatively happy ending, it's a far cry from the magical fairy godmothers and pumpkin carriages we associate with Cinderella today. The Chinese variant. Another early version of the tale comes from China. In the story of Yexian, which dates back to the 9th century, Yexian is a beautiful and kind-hearted girl who is mistreated by her stepmother and stepsister. She befriends a magical fish that provides her with beautiful clothes and golden slippers. After the fish is killed by her stepmother, Yexian finds its bones and continues to receive help from the fish's spirit. In this version, the prince finds her through the golden slipper, and Yexian eventually marries him. While this tale has some magical elements, it also contains themes of loss and transformation through death. The Grimm's version, Aschenputtel, the Brothers Grimm, collected various folk tales and published them in the 19th century, many of which had darker elements. Their version of Cinderella, titled Aschenputtel, is significantly more brutal than the version popularized by Disney. In this story, Cinderella's stepsisters are not just cruel, but violently so. They physically harm Cinderella, and their mother encourages them to mutilate their own feet to fit into the golden slipper left behind at the ball. The murderous stepsisters. In a gruesome turn, the stepsisters cut off parts of their feet, the toes and the heel, to fit into the slipper. Birds, acting as Cinderella's protectors, expose the stepsisters' deception by revealing the blood pouring from their mutilated feet. Divine retribution. In the end, the stepsisters receive a brutal punishment. During Cinderella's wedding, birds peck out their eyes, leaving them blind as a consequence of their cruelty. Charles Perrault's adaptation. The French writer Charles Perrault is credited with creating the version of Cinderella that most resembles the modern story. Published in 1697, Perrault's Cendrillon introduced elements such as the fairy godmother, the pumpkin carriage, and the glass slipper. However, even in this version, there are dark undertones. The glass slipper. The glass slipper, while seemingly whimsical, has been interpreted by some scholars as a symbol of Cinderella's fragile and precarious situation. The moral. Perrault's tale ends with a moral about the importance of grace and charm, suggesting that Cinderella's beauty and good nature are what ultimately lead to her success, subtly reinforcing social hierarchies. The Italian version, La Gatta Cenerentola Giambattista Basile's Pentamerone, published in 1634, contains one of the earliest European versions of Cinderella, known as La Gatta Cenerentola, the Cat Cinderella. This tale is notably darker and more complex. The wicked stepmother. In Basille's version, Cinderella, known as Isola, kills her first wicked stepmother by breaking her neck with the help of her governess. The governess then becomes her second stepmother, proving to be even more wicked. The magical tree. Instead of a fairy godmother, Zazola receives help from a magical tree that grows from a date she plants at the advice of a fairy. This tree provides her with beautiful clothes and the means to attend the ball. The psychological interpretation. Many psychologists and scholars have examined the Cinderella story through various lenses, uncovering deeper, often darker themes. Family dynamics. The story highlights dysfunctional family dynamics with themes of jealousy, neglect, and abuse. Cinderella's mistreatment by her stepfamily reflects real-life experiences of many who suffer under similar conditions. Transformation and identity. Cinderella's transformation from a servant to a princess can be seen as a metaphor for personal growth and the discovery of one's true identity. However, it also emphasizes the superficial nature of societal acceptance based on appearance and status, justice and revenge. The brutal punishments meted out to the stepsisters in the Grimm's version can be interpreted as a form of poetic justice or revenge, satisfying a deep-seated desire for retribution against those who have wronged us. Modern retellings. Over the years, the Cinderella story has been retold and adapted countless times, each version reflecting the values and concerns of its era. Disney's Cinderella, 1950. Perhaps the most famous version, Disney's Cinderella, is a sanitized, family-friendly adaptation that emphasizes kindness, hard work, and the magical intervention of the fairy godmother. It omits the darker elements found in earlier versions. Ever After, 1998. This film adaptation provides a more realistic and feminist take on the Cinderella story, focusing on the protagonist's intelligence, independence, and resourcefulness. Cinder, 2012. Marissa Meyer's novel reimagines Cinderella as a cyborg in a futuristic world, blending elements of science fiction with the traditional tale. This version explores themes of identity, humanity, and societal prejudice. Conclusion. The Cinderella story has evolved significantly over the centuries, shedding its darker elements to become the beloved fairy tale we know today. However, its origins remind us that fairy tales were not always meant to be comforting bedtime stories. They often served as cautionary tales, reflecting the harsh realities of life and the complexities of human nature. By understanding the dark origins of Cinderella, we gain a deeper appreciation for the enduring power of these stories and their ability to resonate across cultures and generations.
The Stories book is a captivating collection of tales that traverse diverse genres and emotions, spanning the realms of fantasy, science fiction, romance, and mystery. Each narrative is a journey into the unexpected, weaving intricate plots and compelling characters. With a skillful blend of vivid imagery and thought-provoking themes, this anthology invites readers to explore the depths of imagination and discover the universal threads that connect us all. From heartwarming moments to spine. We hope you enjoyed these captivating video stories. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming content like this. Thanks for watching and keep spreading the video story.